Hey guys, welcome to the another episode of Road to Grandmaster. Today we will be discussing problem 158A and 50A. These problems are taken from the code forces and rated at 800 difficulty. Now all of the solution and the things we discussed are being mentioned in my description of this video, and you can check out my GitHub account too. And let's start with the first problem, which is 158A. So 158A is labeled as next round. And as per my previous video, as I have told, we don't have to worry about time limit and memory limit per test cases, as the beginner problem are mostly considered means beginner problem solutions are mostly considered as brute force problem, and the time and memory limit is ample enough to complete a brute force solution. And also the input and output are mostly standard, as we can see here. For here this problem also, there is a standard input output. Now if you want to read this problem whole, you can pause the video or visit the Codeforces site and check out the problem, but usually we have to keep an habit of scanning the things. Since uh, I have read this problem and solved this problem already, I will explain you what the basis of this problem is. So we will look at the first example. So here we can see there are three inputs, and we can consider as three inputs, like 8 is one, 5 is another, and last the array is one, which is considered as three inputs. So here now I will explain what is the input. So here in this problem, 8 is the number of participants, 5 is the position or the number of participant or the position of the participant in the array, which will determine the cutoff for others. So here one more thing, you should always look at the conditions, which is like a number of NNK, which is will be within 1 to 50 range, and also AFI will be always 0 to 100, in between of 0 to 100, and a participant will advance to another round when the score is positive. Even though if score is 0 and cutoff is 0, it won't be count, as it is not a positive number. So in first example, there are total 8 participants, and the fifth participant's position will be considered for the cutoff. So here the score of 8 participant is given, and the fifth position for the participant is 7. So anything above 7 will be advancing to the next round. So here total 6 scores are such that the participants are advancing this second round. Now in second test case, we can look at there are 4 participants, and cutoff for all of them will be the score of second position, which is 0. But as we have discussed before, that if there is a non-positive score, the participant will not move into another round, therefore output is 0. And as we can see, there is a note section. In my previous video also I have told that some of the problem statement have the note section where they explain the problem. So here, as I have explained in the first example, that the fifth place have earned 7 points, therefore anybody with scores greater than 7 or equal to 7 will move on to another round. Similarly, for the second example, like I told, there is nobody which got a positive score, therefore 0 participants. So if you are solving the problem and if you have the note section, please go through it in whole, like statement, you should always look at input, output, and if there is some hints or notes given. Now let's look at the solution. So for this solution, what I have done, like in first line, as I have told, we are getting the number of participant and the position of the participant for minimum cutoff. So I have taken the input as int and split them into A and B, where A will be my number of participants, and B will be the number of position of the participant whose marks will be cut off. And I have taken a C which I have turned into a list, and by splitting the input into ints, uh, input into split and making them a list. So as we have to give and count, so I have initialized a count variable which is initialized for 0, and there is I in C. As in Python, we can directly iterate or take the element from the list, and if uh, I is greater than equal to C, which is our list, B the number of position, and -1 as the index of a array in Python or a list starts with 0. It is 0 based indexed, and also a condition where I is greater than equal to 0. If this is satisfied, then count is +1, and we have then we print count. The solution is as simple as that. So as I told, this was a brute force approach, and the time complexity of this problem will be the number of participants in this competition, which is A, as we are iterating to whole list. So normally the brute force approach contains the complexity of max complexity like n or n square, or depending on the problem statement, it may even go to n cube. But in further problems which will be higher difficult, we always need to achieve an complexity of n, which is best case scenario, or n log n. Now let's look at the second problem statement, which is 50a. Now the problem now the problem 50a is labeled as domino piling. As our all the problem statement, there is memory and time limits per test given. But as I told you before also, this is for brute force application, most of the beginners problem, so we may not worry about it. Now here we are given that we will be given a rectangular board of m into n squares, and we have to get the ultimate number which can be of a domino piece which can be placed in the board, and the conditions are given here, like dominoes or each domino can will take a minimum space of 2 squares. No two dominoes can overlap, and each domino should lie inside the board, and is allowed to touch the edges but should not go beyond the edges. And we have to find max number of dominoes which can be placed in this restriction. So like I told you, there will be in this problem there is no note section, as note section is given for a few of the problems only. So here we have to carefully analyze the input and output. So here, as we have known that the input will be m into n, which is our board size. So for the first test case, we have 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. And now, as we know that no two dominoes can overlap, and all the dominoes lie inside the board, and a domino which a dominoes cover 2 squares. So if we do 2 into 4, which is 8, and by following this condition we can directly divide by 2, which is equal to 4, which is our output. Similarly, for this we have 3 into 3, which is 9. and the closest even number to 9 is 8, as 9 minus 1 is equal to 8, so we can place 4 pieces. And the solution is as simple as that. If you want, you can look at the solution now, which is written in pi. So the solution in pi is as simple as this, where a and b is being taken and split. In Python, all the inputs are in string, so we have converted into int and split them also. And then we have got the size of the board, which is a m into n, or a into b, as here the variable. And if m is directly divisible by 2, we print m divided by 2, and it's in form, so there shouldn't be any float value. Or else, if it is odd, then m minus 1, which will grant us the nearest even number, and the possible number of dominoes which can be placed in the board. As always, thanks for watching the video, and you can comment down below what should be improved, or what we can do here to explain you more. And keep coding. Peace out.